I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Kasey.
And together we are the Marilynds.
But then I close my eyes and then I'm right back, lost in that last goodbye. What it's time, does it do what it's supposed to do?
We're both from the state of Maryland, so that's where we grew up. We still feel like our roots are there, our parents are there. And then we both were Miss Marylands at different points. So I was Miss Maryland 2010, Kasey was 2013. So we have a lot of roots to the home state of Maryland, and it felt very true to us. And so we thought, you know what? Let's add a little twist to the way that we spell this, and let's make that our name. We went through many different name iterations before that, but this one has stuck, and we've been the Marylands for about 10 years.
So the voice for us was an opportunity to just get our sound and our voices out to the world. I think that, we've been in Nashville for the last 7 years and pounding the pavement and singing in all different types of venues, including, little stores and back of stores, and also big venues like, recently we were playing at the 1230 Club, which is a newer restaurant downtown. And so we kind of had a span of different gigs over the years, and we felt like in order to kind of get that platform that we wanted and to get our voices out there, we really wanted to be able to have that opportunity to work with a coach and be able to get our voices out to the masses.
To be honest with you, this was I think collectively our 5th time auditioning. So we had auditioned as a duo, I think 4 times, I believe. And then I auditioned once on my own when I was living in New York City a long while ago.
Tried to just mix the duo here.
We always got through. Like we've been in the situation before COVID, pre-COVID, where we stood in lines for hours and hours, and we would always get through to the point right before the cut to LA. And we never knew why, but I will say this time it was our mom who said, you know what, they're doing virtual auditions. Why not give it one more shot? And we said, you know what, let's do it. What do we have to lose? We can do it virtually. We don't have to go stand in lines. And so we did. We auditioned virtually, and you know what? The whole process felt seamless because I think it was the right time for us. We have put in a lot of time in Nashville. I think we've honed in on our music and our musicality as a duo. We've become more confident in who we are as artists. And so I think that showed, throughout the entire process that we were ready for this more than we had ever been before.
It's a mental game, really. And I think it just shows our tenacity and the way that we don't give up. And we basically take that through our entire life. I mean, our mom has always told us, don't give up just because you don't get this part. We started off in musical theater, and we were auditioning for roles since we were 7 years old. And, there's disappointment that comes along with, being in really any field, but especially in the entertainment world. And so we are not quitters. So I think that shows. And we do have to give a nod to our mom because we were starting to give up, and we're like, oh, maybe not again. We can't go through this again. But she's like, come on, you got to just try it. So we were really, grateful that it worked out for us this time.
It's supposed to hurt. It's a broken heart. But the moving on is the hardest part. Comes in waves, the letting go. But the memory fades. Everybody knows.
I mean, you do get your song in advance, so we knew what we were singing. It was actually the first choice song that we submitted for, so we were very excited about that. But you have a lot of time to prepare, and you think, what, we're going to go in prepared, we won't be nervous. But somehow when you get in that studio, you hear that live audience, because there was a full audience of folks in there. You get up on the stage and you see these big chairs that you've only seen on television. All of a sudden the butterflies do kick in, and it's game time. You realize you only have a short couple minutes to sing and to wow these folks, and it's intimidating for sure. But I think, to be honest with you, I think we were really nervous going into it. When John first turned, he turned first, we saw his face. I think I had a bit of a blackout moment. Kasey says the same thing. And then I really don't remember the entire performance, because I think I was going into like automatic mode, like we'd been rehearsing. It felt surreal, and we just kind of had to go with what our body knew to do, because it's intimidating. You got all these cameras like flashing around you, rolling around you, but the one thing that we have that I feel like helps us is that we have each other, so we can kind of look at each other, and that's how we kind of stayed grounded in a very otherwise kind of crazy moment.
So we definitely had enough time to really like contemplate, all of the situations and being able to say, okay, well, if this person turns around, maybe, what direction will we go if all of them turned around? And so we really kind of debated. I mean, we went back and forth. I mean, initially, Blake was somebody that we thought of because we are in that country pop kind of realm. But then we started thinking, I don't know. I mean, John, he's worked with all different types of artists. He has an ear for all different types of music. And, he's done it since he was very young and sang with his brothers. And so our true, I think, hope was that John would turn around. And so when he turned around, like Lindsay said, we really I just could not look at him, because I was like, if I look at him, I'm going to totally lose my words and I'm not going to know what to sing and do. But we were really thrilled when we saw him turn around. But at the same time, Camila turned around for us as well. And we were just really taken, by her and what she had to say to us, and the fact that she was on a singing competition before and was used to harmonizing and things like that. She made a really good case. So we kind of whispered on stage and really just went with what our hearts were telling us.
It was definitely hard, though. It was a hard decision. It was hard. We met so many wonderful people throughout this whole process, both contestants and honestly on the production side. So you really get close with producers and the production team. And honestly, we feel like we've made friends that will last forever. And there's actually one sweet little girl, Raina. So she's on Camila's team. She ended up rooming across the hall from us at the hotel, and she started writing us little notes and slipping them under our door. And so we have this adorable little pen pal relationship with her, just because she kind of looked at us as big sisters. And so we had a few of those younger girls that we felt we connected with that way, but it was just really special and sweet, because in a way we felt like we were able to instill in them some sense of, confidence and reassurance throughout the process. Because, we're a little older. We've had a lot more experience with this. I can only imagine being, 13, 14, 15 years old going through this. It's definitely a tough kind of competitive situation. So we have a lot of people like that. And there's also people in Nashville that are from Nashville or visit Nashville a lot that we've already talked about kind of collaborating with and writing with. So it's really been an amazing window and door to kind of opening our circle in a new way, but in a way that's so unique, because so few people get to have this experience. So we're kind of all able to reflect on it and kind of share in that together.
I've got a girl crush. Hate to admit it, but I've got a heart rush.
Yes, so for all of our socials, you can follow us at the Marilynds, and the Marilynds is spelled Marilynds. So we kind of have a cute little play on words with that. Again, we're both from Maryland. We were both Miss Maryland, so it's a fitting name for us. And it's the same across the board. So we're on everything, Instagram, Facebook, and we just got on TikTok. We're trying to, get up to speed with the TikTok game. Both as our first few. We're still new to this, but spend a day with us. You see all facets of our personality, and we can be silly, goofy, and fun, and also emotional. We cry a lot, so we just want everybody to see all aspects of us. So we're working on making sure that anybody who hasn't met us can feel like they can connect with us on our socials.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Kasey.
And we are the Marilynds. And you've just been
buzzed.